Here we have a new 2023 Ford F-250. This one comes in carbonized gray on black onyx perforated leather interior. This one's also a Tremor, but this one comes with that 7.3 liter naturally aspirated V8 engine, made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And then this one also has the Lariat Ultimate package. So this is pretty much top notch in terms of getting a Lariat. But coming around to the front end here, we have LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights and LED fog lights. Love the overall look of the truck though. But as you come around the wheels here, these are gonna be 18s. And I kind of like the design here, having the smaller wheels, the bigger tires. Makes it look a lot more rugged in my opinion. But we get power door locks and memory seat functions here, and we can power slide our mirrors here. So that's how far out they go, and then you just hit this button to pull them back in. Blind spot monitors are in those. You can also power fold them as well if you want to. And then rear window lock is here. We can control our power mirrors. We can turn them on and off and then adjust what direction we want them. And then we have power windows here with one-touch automatic up and down for the front. We do get that premium Bang & Olufsen sound system, which sounds incredible in this truck. I've already tried it out. Really in your face. And two bottle holders here. And then over here, we have our side mirror lights. We can turn those on and off. And please excuse me, it's a pretty windy day today. It's about to blow this door, but that's what it looks like when it's on. You might not be able to see it that well during the day. And then you can hit this twice to fold down the tailgate. Headlamp controls are here, auto, corners, and then off. And then you can toggle the fog lights by hitting that button. Then the bed light there. Brightness for the gauge cluster. We do get adjustable pedals, so we can adjust those there, back and forth. And then we have an electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. Power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And here's our power driver seat with power lumbar support. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so we're gonna check out the back. And then a quick look at the power running boards, part of that Lariat Ultimate package along with the tech package and a few other things. But tons of storage in the door panel, even in the back here. I love that. We'll scoot this out the way. And before I sit down, you can lock this here to keep the seat from moving, but if you leave it unlocked, which I would do, you can just fold it up and then stow stuff underneath there unless you want to lock it because it's valuable. But that's much better. All that wind gone. Seat back pockets on both sides. Rear AC vents, 2-stage heated outboard seats, 2 USB-C charge ports, and then we do have a 12-volt down there and a 120-volt 3-prong household plug-in there. But absolutely stunning legroom back here. Very impressed. And then middle seat folds down, cup holders here. And then you also get 2 up here. So what is that? That's about 2 on the door, 4, 6, so 8 cup holders in the back. And then you can hang 3 or 4 hooks on this giant hook here. It seems very sturdy. And then we do get the premium dome lights, map lights throughout. But back out into the wind. So here we could put up to E15 gas in here. We do have bedside steps on both sides, but this one has that rear retractable step, so we can just push up or push down on that, and then you can walk up, or then you can just fold it back into place there. Jeez, it's windy. But there's a back end. I hope y'all can still hear me. And I love having this available light here to kind of shine in the back if you ever need it. And then we have a hook up here if you want to set up your gooseneck there. And then we have brake wiring and all that in here. But pretty easy to fold up and down, especially for Super Duty. If you want a quick look, there's the exhaust, spares underneath there. And then coming around to the front passenger side, We get power adjustability and power lumbar support as well. We do have a nice size storage pocket here. We have that top glove compartment. And then we have the lockable bottom one here. And there's a window sticker. But huge shout out to Ford of Franklin for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below to it as well as their entire inventory in the description below. Try and put some specs in there as well. But as you can see, all the standard options and then, or standard features and then all of your options down here. Sticker's right at $77,260. But I'm gonna go around and pop the hood, and then we'll take a look in the engine bay. But there's that 7.3 liter naturally aspirated gas engine. I mean, it was not supposed to be this windy today, my goodness. Now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give a look at the overhead lights there. And now we're gonna hop in the driver's seat. So back in the nice insulated cabin here, we do get this leather wrap steering wheel, which we can heat, and I'll show you where that button is after a while. Love this screen here. But we can toggle the camera here, so that's a 360 view, front camera. And then we can turn off the parking sensors here, hazards here, traction control, and then we have our trail control. We can toggle that on and off. But to the screen itself, we do get AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. We have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility as well. And here's the navigation screen here. And you can just go to search, type in a destination, you can save some, go to your recents, gas stations, whatever, or you could just type it out here and then it'll pull up suggestions as you start typing whatever it is. And then we can save favorites here, so you can put whether it's your text messages, email, driver assistance, you can save all that and it'll go down here. And then you have your apps as well. So this is where all your settings are. Important stuff is gonna be vehicle settings. So all of that's gonna be in there. And then your general settings are gonna be here. And then we have our features as well. So go to towing. You can add your trailer, select active trailer, trailer light check, trailer sway control, all of that. And then you have your Pro Trailer backup assist here. And you can add a trailer there to make it nice and easy. And there's a backup camera there. I love the picture quality of the camera. And then you do have the guidelines that follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then you can go through all of your options on the side here. And you can decide what you have up. But down here, we can toggle the screen off. And then we have music sources that we can go through, or your presets are going to be here, depending on what radio station you have and whatever. And then this is how you pull up your sound settings. So hit that, and then you can do your balance fade, set your bass, treble. And then volume knob here, you can click this for a mute. And then you have your tune here. You can go through radio stations, play, pause, everything there. And then you have your dual zone automatic climate controls here. You can adjust temperature, and it'll show you on the screen up there, depending on what you're doing. And then fan speed as well. So I like that, even though we don't have readouts here, it shows you on the screen, it's nice and big. But fan speed, you have 3-stage auto, so high, mid, and low. And then you have your heated steering wheel toggle here. 3-stage heated cooled seats are here. Then you can cut the whole system off there. Trailer brake controller. You can hit this to lock your differential. You have your 4-wheel drive controls here. And then your drive modes, you can just toggle all of that here. So tow haul, eco, sport, rock crawl, all that, and then you have animation to match. But we'll go through a few of those on the test drive. Wireless charging pads here, USB-C, USB-A input there. You can stow all that away, and then I love the kind of wood grain thing they got going on the cover. Cup holders here, storage pocket here. Center console cubby space is huge, of course, removable tray, and then you have two USB-C charge ports right in there. And then aux switches are here, sunglass holder. And then you do have a power rear window. And then we have that optional power panoramic sunroof. So we hit that twice to get the shade to come all the way up. And then you can either vent it, open and close one touch, or you can slide it back. So that's sliding back there. And then we get it one more time. And then it goes all the way back. I'm just gonna close that. I'll have to hit it twice, but back to the steering wheel. We do have our cruise controls and everything, along with our volume controls and voice recognition. And we can adjust all of that as we need to. So turn the lane keeping system on and off and so on and so forth. And then we have Bluetooth control there that also can just toggle the phone when you need it. We can go through our track list, radio station presets here. And then we have all of our gauge cluster controls here. So I can set that up, fuel economy, and then you can even go to the heads-up display and mess with those settings. And there, that is there. But I love having the all digital gauge cluster. The windshield wiper controls, these are also automatic, so we can set the sensitivity here. And then we have a low and high windshield wiper fluid. Hit that button on the side. Blinker, high beam, and we can toggle those on and off and flash there. And then for the shifter, you just pull down reverse, neutral, drive, and then you hit this on the side, manual mode, and you can manually shift through all of those speeds here. And then here's our push button start. And finally, here's our key fob with remote start. But now we're gonna take this F-250 Lariat out on the road for a quick test drive. So starting the test drive in the F-250 Lariat Ultimate Tremor here, it's a lot smoother than I thought it would be, because I just drove an XL F-250 a few days ago and it just felt much more rugged than this. But the leather steering wheel, the leather seats, having heated and cooled seats, just all the amenities that come with this truck just make it feel that much more comfortable. And I'm very pleased with how the gas engine drives with this 10-speed automatic. It feels like it drives a much smoother way than the diesel F-250 XL I drove. And there's something about this 7.3 liter V8. It just sounds so beefy. It's just nice to hear the engine just under light acceleration. It sounds so strong. And surprisingly, this is not as loud as I thought it would be, having the bigger 7.3 liter engine, these bigger tires. The ride is actually relatively smooth, especially for a 3/4 ton pickup truck. So I've had the truck in normal mode for this entire test drive. I decided to put it in the eco mode. Just want to see if it is hard to get up to power when I need it. So actually the eco mode, for me, I think it's fantastic. It's meant to be for the highway, but even if I just want to pass somebody without having to change too many gears, I'm not necessarily trying to blow past them, but just get some pickup to go. It does absolutely perfect. But this Lariat, for whatever reason, just seems to be, I don't know if it's a suspension or what, but this has been a very comfortable test drive so far. Whereas I drove an F-250 XL, like I said earlier in the week, and I took the same road and it was nowhere near as comfortable. So pretty impressed. Now the price difference between the Lariat Ultimate I have here as opposed to the XL that had the turbo diesel, it's still about 10 or 12 grand more to get this truck as opposed to an XL with the diesel engine. So that just goes to show how much more is put in here in terms of amenities and options as opposed to that XL. I'm gonna put this into sport mode now and see how it accelerates. I keep forgetting this doesn't have a sport mode. I don't know why I said that. So I'm gonna put it back into normal mode. I'm gonna give it some throttle here. I can actually say give it gas now because it's a gas truck. So pretty good pickup. Again, even though you don't feel that boost of a turbo diesel, it still accelerates very nicely. I'm gonna get over and turn on the cruise control. So that's the adaptive cruise working. So pretty nice ride here. I love having all this safety system equipment here. It's just hard to use it where I am. It's so just full of people around here. But I love that you get on this Super Duty truck lane centering assistance, adaptive cruise control, and then just having the blind spot monitoring. That's the one thing I would be missing from an XL, honestly. And then I'd probably be good to go. Now the heated and cooled seats are nice, but I just love having that driver assistance. That's number one for me when I'm looking at a vehicle. So one thing I messed up on, this is actually the trail turn assist, that drive mode button you press, and the rear differential lock is down there in the bottom left corner. So I just wanted to clarify that before I forgot. So in terms of competition, of course you have the Ram 2500 and then you have the Silverado Sierra 2500s. I haven't driven the gas Rams recently, but I did drive the 6.6 liter gas from GM, and I just find this one a little more potent. Of course it's a higher displacement, so I would expect that anyway, but it's just a really impressive setup for me having the 10-speed with this 7.3. And then the interior, it's about even now with GM. I think GM might have a little bit of an edge because they just redid theirs for the heavy duties, but still a great option if you don't necessarily need a diesel engine. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this new 2023 Ford F-250 Lariat Ultimate.